Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Sims on the KD here with 778 or FX on the day. I'm running you through my trade that I lost to Canal. So I missed the first trade actually of the sweep, the first sweep, and I was anticipating for the sell, but I got wicked out and then it went all the way down. So it's very annoying. But let me walk you through it real quick. So as you can see right now, we here on the chart, right? So let me just first break down the first trade I should have taken. So as you can see, normally I go down to 15 minutes. I go up to 15 minutes. And what I would do is I would spot. First, I will mark off the highs and lows of Asian session. In this case, Tokyo, as you can see. I will mark it off and then I'll turn my indicator off because it's a lot of distraction, a lot of colors, so I don't want a lot of distractions. So we have it marked off, right? And then from there, obviously I would look for what to be swept first. In this case, we swept the lows first, right? You can see it right here. The lows was swept first. Now, some of you might not call that a sweep. I do call it a sweep because it works. My strategy works like that. And you will understand now why I call it a sweep. So, looking at that, right? We're going to hop down to 5 minutes. We're going to go down to 5 minutes. We're going to spot a clear structural point, right? So what is a clear structural point for me is something like this, but where a shift of structure would occur. See what I'm saying? So over here, we don't see any. So we go down to 1 minute, right? This is multi-time frame analysis, guys. So we go down to 1 minute and we see the structure point right here, a valid one to this case. And so we would see this and would say it's a valid one. Why? Because we have the bullish engulfing closing above, we have the retracement, and we have another bullish engulfing closing above. Now you have two ways to enter this trade. You can either enter this trade aggressively, which let's say you got enter from here, or you can simply, let me just take this away. Okay. Or you can just enter off the engulfing. Zero drawdown and you will keep it with smash, right? So what I saw here was I already missed the first opportunity I already missed. Then I was like, oh, in the same session, we swept the highs. We swept the lows. And then right after that, we went to go sweep the highs. So my anticipation was like, hey, you know what? We swept the highs right now. So a lot of people would technically not call that a sweep. So in this case, I'm thinking that we're still going to go down. We're still going to go down because overall, we are in bearish trend. So I was anticipating for sell. What happened was I spot a shift of structure, right here. As you can see, I had it marked off right here where our line is. I had it marked off. So we got entered right here at this area right here. We got entered, right? Because I like to put limits. I only trade with limits. I don't trade myself. So we got some volume and we came back, we tested, got some volume. And then we just went straight to stop loss. And I was like, I bet maybe it's because lows has been swept. Now we're just going to go upwards because in the week, we haven't really swept the highs of this Asian session. And sometimes we go back to go take out the highs of the Asian session that didn't get taken out. If that makes sense. So we didn't do that. We broke underneath, right? Retest the highs of Asian session, came back, retest the highs of Asian session again, and then retest the shift of structure right here. Sorry, my bad. Retested the shift of structure, which is right here, right? Retested that shift of structure multiple times. You can see, boom, boom, boom. So you might probably say, like, why don't you get into the trade? Because for me, it's one trade a day. And basically, I'm big on that. I'm big on my discipline. I don't want to surpass that. And because if I'm going to just pick a hole in it, I will derail myself, basically. And so one trade a day, even though I could have called this trade and I could have made it back and I could have made double, I decided to just keep myself in my lane, naturally. But I could have made a double back. I could have made it back. It was really nothing. And as you can see on the 15-minute time frame, which even made more sense to me because I made a video, a short little video on my WhatsApp, and I was telling the people that, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is 100% this market is gonna go down. Reason why is we literally got this big FU candle, which I like to call the FU candle. When I see a candle like this, a major rejection candle, right? And guess what? We got a head and shoulders pattern, and it went all the way down, smashing TVs. I could have gotten into the trade because I had all those confluences, and I knew everything, and I knew that this trade was gonna go down. Why did I get into it? Like I said, I'm disciplined, very disciplined. Even though I know I could make that money back, I know I could make everything back. The fact is, you gotta stay disciplined, even though you know you're right. You know you know you can make it back. But it's like, I'm gonna stick to my discipline. For me, my discipline is way more worth. It has much more worth than chasing bag in the markets now. A lot of people will see that as like, ah, for me, that works for me and it keeps me disciplined. So that was a simple breakdown on how I trade. Mind you, this is SMC, no SMT, no nothing. This is just, from what you can see, it's just one indicator indicating my sessions and price action candles. That's what I trade. I don't use no indicators that tell me like, oh, yeah, this is when you buy, this when you sell, or some weird charts, nothing like that. I'll just focus on the price, focus and see what, and trade what I see. See what I'm saying? So that was it, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Sunshine Kitty. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if, you know, just give a thumbs up to the video. That will help other people, other traders like yourself watching this video and become better traders in the future. And me, myself, and I. So, boy, KD, man, like, subscribe, comment, I believe, a positive English always. Let's go.